Welcome back to Intelligent Control Group. Today we are going to discuss about how do I use Google Classroom as a teacher. As a teacher, I have been using Google Classroom for more than 5 years, so I would like to share some of the information that I have learned the last 4 years. The main purpose of the Google Classroom is to share the information from faculty to students. Of course, we can share all those information through email. Then why do I need Google Classroom? Okay, as a faculty, I started using Google Classroom to share the information with my student. Say for example, tomorrow morning I have class at 10 a.m. Maybe I will be in absence, so I have to cancel my class. So I have to pass that information to my student. So I pass that information through Google Classroom. Then I start my class by posting a syllabus in Google Classroom so that students can refer the syllabus at any time. Then before the start of every class, I will post lesson plan in Google Classroom one day prior so that they can come to my classroom with some preparation. Then lecture notes, so the entire lecture notes of the course will be shared to students through Google Classroom. Then we conduct assignments, quiz to our students through Google Classroom. Grading can also be done through Google Classroom. Videos, so there are a lot of videos we would like to share with our students. It will be very difficult to share all those videos through Gmail, so we use Google Classroom to share videos. Then last one, this is very important, which is completely not possible in your Gmail, to back up all your activities that you have done in the entire semester, because we need this information while conducting auditing. So we have to maintain some data for auditing purpose as a faculty. So you don't need to maintain all those data. Once you have Google Classroom, you can take backup. Since it is a software, you can take all the backups, so you can refer at any time the activities that have been conducted during the particular semester. So this is the main advantage of using, and also it is a paperless, so it will be really useful. As a students, they can clarify their doubts using Google Classroom. They can submit assignment. They can also do resubmission, so there is no need to submit an assignment in person. They can submit in online. They can check their marks in online. So these are some advantages of Google Classroom. This is how Google Classroom different from Gmail and email. Okay, let us see how to I use Google Classroom. First, open your official email ID, which means it works only in your domain email ID. It won't work in Gmail ID. So this is my email ID. Okay, it ends with bitsati.ac.in. so your Google Classroom will work only on your official domain ID. It won't work in your personal Gmail ID. So please note out, this is very important. Okay, then at the bottom here you can see that Google Classroom. So click on this link. Okay, it will open like this. Okay, so I already have 2 classes, so it will display. Now I'm going to create a class. Okay, there are 2 options: join class, create class. So I'm a faculty, so I'm going to create a class. So you have to mention some name, class name, second year. Say for example, this semester I'm going to handle control system for third year students. So I'm typing some information. Third year MCT 2020. Okay, that's it. So now a classes will be created. So this is a classroom which I created now. This is a password. So during the first class in our classroom, we will share this password to our students, so that student can join Google Classroom using this password. Otherwise, if you know the email ID of all your students, then you can send an email by invitation. Once the student accepted that invitation, they can join the class. So just now I created the class, so there is no students. So there are 2 ways through which you can join. There are two ways through which your student join to your class. One through this password, and another one through their Gmail account. Okay, once you know the Gmail ID of your students, you can send an invitation. That is one way. Other way, they can use this password to join your classroom. Okay, so before go to that, I would like to share some information. Say for example, so I already have 3 classes, so 2 classes. This is the one I'm created now. Okay, here there is an option called archived class. Here these are the classes that I have conducted in the last 5 years. This is the main advantages. Now I'm going to open this classroom. So just click on this, you will get a window like this. So see here, this is a theory of machine course which I conducted in 2016. So you can see all the information that you have shared in 2016. Now we are in 2020, but so this can be very really useful during auditing and database maintenance. Okay, so these are the assignments, innovative practice that I have given to my students in August 27, 2016, September 24, 2016. So these are my list of students attended my class. So these are the marks that I have given to my students. Okay, so everything you can get without any papers. So this is a kind of paperless work. Okay, say for example, there is a folder here. Okay, so this is a folder in your Google Drive where all the information related to the particular class will be stored. Okay, now we will go to our actual classes. So this is a class. Okay, this is how I can add student. You can also add faculty. Sometimes 2 to 3 faculties handle a particular class. So in that case, you can add their remaining faculty through by sending an invitation. Okay, so now I have a create. Okay, first I can attach some materials. For example, I'm going to attach syllabus copy. Okay, click on add, select file from computer, desktop. So here I have syllabus copy of the file. Okay, then you can upload. So like that you can share all the information. So first we will share syllabus copy, then we will share lesson plan, then we will share lecture notes. You can also share videos. Okay, post. Suppose you are conducting 2 classes, you need to both are same control system. There are 2 classes, section A, B. Section A, B, both for both class you are handling control system course. Then there is no need to post the syllabus individually. Okay, so there is an option here. You can select for which class, whether you want to post this for third year MCT or robotics and automation or some other class. So here you can select, then you can post. Even post also you can set some schedule. Say for example, I always post my information every day at 8 a.m. evening, night 8 a.m. So sorry, night 8 p.m. So we can set the schedule so that student can view at 8:10 or 8:05 a.m. regularly to get information about the course. So now I attached the syllabus. Likewise, you can attach materials like lesson plan, or you can share lecture notes. Everything you can attach here. Okay, then stream. Here you can post any information, so which will be informed to your student as a notification. Welcome to my class. Okay, when you post that, student already installed Google Classroom in their mobile phone, so it will be that information will be shared as a notification. Suppose there is no class on tomorrow, then you have to specify here. there is no class on tomorrow, then you have to post. Again, this is for only second, third year or some other class, that you can select here and post. So Google will update this feature regularly. So maybe next year, they are up to 2021-22, there you can see a lot of updates. So that's the thing. Okay, so here then the remaining features, like you can conduct quiz, you can conduct assignments. Okay, assignment also you can give title, all the information. So I already have one details. So this is how I conducted assignments. See here, once you post assignment, it will appear like this. Here you can see that. Okay, turned in, assigned, graded. So around 61 students submitted assignments. So I have already given graded to 61 students. Only one student is in under resubmission category, so this should be 1. Then number of not submitted students 0. So all of them submitted. So this is how you will get an information. You can also do grading everything using, see here, you can give grading to your students. You can see the marks of each and every students. See here, they done late. Suppose if a student, you can also set time taken. You can set the time for submission. So they have to submit on time. If there is a delay, that will be appeared in your grade also. So this is an advantage of Google Classroom. You can share and then this is how I share the information, like video files. So we shared some information through YouTube, so that will be appeared here. So student directly play this video and understand the concepts. Okay, so this is how I use Google Classroom in my lecture, and it will be really effective. Okay, student can it will simplify a lot of works. There is no in-person meeting. Okay, if student has some doubt, they can directly ask in Google Classroom. Once the student asks the doubt, then once I reply to them, it will be known to all the students in the classroom. Okay, so that is an advantage, and one of the main reason why I use this platform, because I can back up all those information. Because at the end of the semester, at the end of the year, I have to submit some database, some information to my higher officials. Okay, then there are some committee who will visit our college. They will ask some details regarding a particular course, number of student attended, number of how do you give assignments, sample copy of assignments, like that they will ask. So it will be really useful to track all those information which I conducted 3 to 4 years before. So that's why we are using. If you have any doubt related to Google Classroom, you can ask me. You can post your comments below this video. Thank you.